Since you guys end up reaching a light goal on how to dunk on NBA 2K25, I told y'all boys I was gonna give y'all a tutorial on how to do every different layup in NBA 2K25, from the scoop layups, from the floaters, from the Euro steps, from the baseline reverse, and much more. If you're looking for some places to end up practicing your layups, you can end up going to the My Court. That's one of the best places to go with actually testing out your My Player with these layups. Or you can end up going to Learn 2K, a feature in the game that ends up teaching you how to play NBA 2K25. But we're gonna go to freestyle. Then you're gonna end up pick a team that you want, or especially for a certain layup package you want to try out, like Devin Booker, SGA, or Tyrese Halliburton. But you can come in here, try out all their layups from Euro steps, hop steps, and floaters. But if you're someone that wants to try with an actual My Player and you just don't got the VC, you can end up testing out a build in the My Player builder, and all you gotta do is equip the layup package that you want. I require you to end up putting an 88 layup on your build, no matter if you're 6'4", 6'6", or even 6'10", just where you can end up trying out every layup package in the game. All you gotta do is change the heights so it can end up fitting a requirement so you can test out any layup package that you want in the game. But for the best layup packages in the game so far, you know you gotta rock out with the default ones. The small and swing layups are not bad. I'm gonna tell you this now. If you like doing scoop layups, these are not bad if you don't have a high layup. You can do scoop layups, you can do all those with these basic default layup packages, especially with Euro studs, but floaters would be different. Giannis layup package is one of the best layup packages you can use, especially if you're on a bigger build at 6'10". Then you have LeBron James. LeBron James is the same as it was somewhat last year. It's just that he switches the hand a little bit more and he does get a crazy glide animation. But Trae Young is one of the best guard layups that you can put on. All you need is an 80 layup with Trae Young. He got one of the best floaters in NBA 2K25, especially for the small guards. He hands down got the best floater. But for Jaylen Brown, this is one a lot of people sleep on. It's a good one, especially when it comes to the Euro steps. But a lot of these layups you want to pay attention based on if you want to do scoop layups, hop layups, or even Euro steps. They're going to be certain layup packages that do things better than the other. One layup package might be able to do reverse layups better, or jelly layups. One layup package might be able to do Euro steps better. You just got to trial and error it and see which one is more your play style or which one fits your game. Like DeMar DeRozan, he got a crazy jelly layup and a lot of acrobatic layups inside his package. Devin Booker, we already know Devin Booker layup. He has one of the most broken floaters in the game. Then you got Tyrese Halliburton. He got a few Euro steps in there, also with a floater that is very nice to use. A layup package that you will be waiting for is that SGA layup. But Donovan Mitchell is very similar to the Curry. You can do a lot of scoop layups with this, but also you can get a few Euro steps out of this as well. Because Curry, when doing a Euro step, it's not very consistent or it's not really effective. And then if you're in a bigger build and you got a lower layup, hey, Julius Randle is not bad to use. It's more like a bump push out the way, or even with hop steps, it's still good. Then you have Kyrie Irving if you want to get real crazy with the actual jelly layup. The Euro steps or even the reverse layups with this layup package is actually insane. But today, you're going to see a lot of different ways that you can score on the rim, especially just using layups in NBA 2K25. And for today's players that's going to help us, we're going to use SGA, we're going to use Trae Young, we're going to use Kyrie Irving, and we're going to end up throwing Jordan Poole in here just for one time to do the Jamal Crawford behind the back layup. So for the first layup we're going to end up doing, it's going to be the scoop layup, one of the most broken layups in the game. As long as you're moving towards the rim and the ball is in your right hand or left hand, doesn't matter. You can point your right stick to the right or you can point your right stick to the left, and you'll be able to get a scooper animation when it comes to doing that. If the ball is in your left hand, you want to do a scooper to the right, all you're gonna do is point your right stick to the right. You literally control what hand it ends up doing a scooper or what angle you end up doing a scooper by how you drive to the basket or where you're placed at on the floor. You can get a fast animation, you get a slow animation, you can get an animation that pushes the defender out the way. But this is the way 2K demonstrate how to do a scooper layup in NBA 2K25, especially a scooper layup to the right hand. This is the way you'll end up doing it. But what I noticed about scoop layups in this game, even with 2K24, you can do a scoop layup by end up pointing your right stick to the top right or the top left, that a lot of people don't end up trying sometimes, but it might be an accidental thing that a lot of people do. But if you end up pointing your right stick to the top right or the top left, you can instantly get fast animations, especially based on the layup package you are using. Because I will let you know, based on the layup package you have on, that's based on how good the animation is going to be, especially when it comes to these scoop layups. Not every layup package has a good scoop layup. Some scoop layup animations are faster than others. You just got to find the one that fits your style or fits the speed that you want to actually use on your build when it comes to that time. Now on the next one, we're going to end up doing the spin layup. The spin layup is one of the easiest things you can do in this game. All you got to do is move toward the hoop, tap square 2 times, then hold it, and you will end up finishing off with a spin layup. But other ways you can do it, if you want to end up spinning to the right, you're gonna go clockwise. If you're gonna end up spinning to the left, you can go counterclockwise if you're gonna end up using the right stick. But when it comes to using this, I would say it's situational based on where the defender is standing, or based on if you're gonna use the right stick or you're gonna use double tap square and then hold square. It's all situational, because based on where the defender stand, like I told you, that's only if you're gonna pull this off, because you can also get a spin dunk out of this as well. Y'all remember I told y'all, whatever you can do as a layup, you can end up doing as a dunk. If you can do a spin layup, you can do a spin dunk. If you can do a Euro step, you can do a Euro step dunk. Anything that you can do as a layup, you can do as a dunk. But for the next one we're going to be doing is the hop step layup. Y'all remember from 2K20, the hop step layup took over the game and it was very hard to stop. But one of the ways you can trigger this actual animation is tapping square while pointing your left stick to the direction you want to go towards, or you can end up holding your right stick to diagonally down to the right or diagonally down to the left to end up pulling off the hop step animation. It's just based on where you want to go. If you're going towards the rim, hold your right stick diagonally down to the right, but you want to make sure you time it by the time you get into like middle of the paint. You don't want to end up trying to attempt this before you get to the paint, because it will make you do a dribble pull up or maybe a jump shot if you end up doing it. But if you tap square, it can glide you a little bit farther if you want to do that. You see, I just got a layup from almost from the free throw line. I didn't mean to do that. You see, if you end up doing that a little bit too early, it'll end up making you do like a floater or a jump shot from the free throw line. So don't end up tapping it too early. Most of these layups that you're going to end up doing are going to be literally right as soon as you pass that free throw line. But if you're someone that's going to do the Jamal Crawford behind the back or the Jordan Poole layup, you need to end up tapping square. Go to the rim, tap square. This is the best way you can pull this off every single time. Actually doing a right stick is very inconsistent. But for all my guys that like floaters, this is going to be very fun and very easy. All you're going to do is move towards the rim and pull your right stick down and release it once you feel like it's green. That's literally the easiest way I can tell you. Move towards the basket, pull your right stick down, time it, and then it releases the shot, and you'll end up greening the layup or even making the layup. But you can miss. That's why I say you should practice this, because every layup floater is not the same. I'm gonna be honest, every layup floater is not the same. You can use a regular default layup. It might have the best Euro step or scoop layup, but that don't mean the floater is gonna be good. I can use Trae Young floater and his scoop layup be good, but his Euro step might be horrible. That's why I said you got to try to find a balance of what you're going to actually do. If you're someone that likes to do Euro steps, find a Euro step or a scoop layup mixture. If you're someone that likes to do floaters, do a floater or scoop layup mixture. You're not going to be able to get like all 4, 5, 6 different layup combinations in one layup package. It's very rare that you're going to get that. But for all my guys that's doing that floater, run towards the rim, let go of that R2, pull your right stick down as soon as you get to like the mid area of the free throw. Some layup packages let you end up taking off from farther. It's all about what layup package you end up having on, like Devin Booker, Tyrese Halliburton, Trae Young. You gotta find a diversity of what you want to end up doing when it comes to these floaters. Now the next one, we have Kyrie Irving out here. He's going to be doing the Euro step. Now the Euro step, a lot of people get confused because you can use square to end up doing the Euro step, but it's not consistent. I'm gonna be honest, doing the Euro step with square is not consistent on NBA 2K25. But when it comes to doing a Euro step with the right stick, some people are going to end up doing the way 2K taught them, with pointing their right stick diagonally down to the left or the right. So as I'm going to the hole with the ball in my right hand, I'm going to point my right stick diagonally down to the left, and I'm going to end up getting a Euro step. But the best way I learned how to do it is end up doing it how it was in 2K23 and 2K24. Flicking my right stick to the same ball hand, and right after that, holding my right stick to the opposite ball hand so I can end up getting a Euro. And even if you don't want to do it to the same ball hand, it still works. If the ball is in my left hand, I want to flick it to the right, I can flick it to the right, then left, and still get a layup on that left side. It's all about how you want to end up finishing and getting to that rim. If you're on the left side of the court and the ball is in your left hand, you can flick it to the right, back to the left, and do the layup on the left side. But if you want to end up going to the right, you're going to end up flicking the right stick to the left, then right, and then you're going to end up getting a right hand layup. It's very simple. If you haven't watched the dunk video, I literally showed you how to do a Euro step with Giannis Antetokounmpo. It is a very simple thing to do. But when it comes to reverse layups, they are very simple. This is maybe one of the easiest things you can learn. It's all based on your layup package. Some layup packages do not have good reverse layups, but as you move along the baseline, you're going to point your right stick away from the rim. So if I'm running from the right side, I'm going to point my right stick to the right. If I'm coming from the left side, I'm going to point my right stick to the left. That's literally plain and simple the best way I can tell you. You just don't want to take off from too far. If you take off from too far, it will not activate. Certain layup packages might, but other ones will not. Now I know a lot of you guys be trying to figure out how to do jelly layups or try to do some acrobatic layups. Now if you're in the middle of doing a layup and you just tap square, it will break you out of the animation and give you a jelly. It might give you a nice little acrobatic layup. It's literally playing with the actual layup mechanics. If I'm going over my right stick, I can end up canceling with it by typing square. So if you're going with a Euro step or going with a spin layup and then you go up, then you tap square again, it will cancel out the meter and end up giving you an acrobat or jelly layup no matter what. Now, it might not go in every time, but it's just based on what badges you have on that build or high level of that badge that you have to end up making it like layup mixer and things like that. When it comes to the up and under, this is one that you have to take your time on. If you don't know how to even do post moves and things like that, you're gonna make sure you're holding L2 down the whole time. You could release it a little bit early once you get it down packed, but most of the time I'm gonna hold L2, point my left stick to the direction I want to end up going. Once I see the animation about the trigger, then I'm going to point my left stick towards the rim. You can end up doing, oh, I'm going to hold it to the right and then go to the left and you can get a spin like this, or you can get an actual up and under as of going to that side and then going right up to the rim. It's just based on where you're pointing your left stick. As you do the move to the, oh, go left and then I go right under, that's how it's going to end up looking. Now it's all based on which way you go. You can go like that, point it right to the rim. So if we go to the same side and then I'm gonna point it right to the rim right after. So as I did, I had my left stick pointed to the right and then finish with my left stick pointing towards the rim so I can end up getting the finish. It's gonna take you some time as you end up going to the different ways from going to left or right. You see, I just got a jump shot. I was too far out, up, shimmy, and then a spin. You see, it cancel out if you end up not doing it in the right space or even doing it the right way. So make sure up, under, and then you get a floater. It's so many different ways you can get it. You can get a hook shot, or you can get a floater, you can get the up and under, or you can get the up and under spin just like that. But once you end up getting used to it, you can get the step through. It can get real dangerous once you add this to your bag, especially if you're someone that got a close shot or even a high layup. It's gonna actually be very hard to end up stopping you, because as long as you know what to move in the post up, they don't know if you're gonna do a post fade or you're gonna end up doing the up and under. So hey man, if y'all boys enjoyed this video and helped y'all learn the different ways of layups in NBA 2K25, hey, make sure y'all drop a like, make sure y'all boys subscribe, make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. We are close to 115K, but also make sure you check out the 2 videos on the screen. I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, man.